Good morning, everyone. Today, let's begin towards bottom analysis on Ethereum US dollar. As usual, we'll start by identifying our zones. We have a weekly zone here. That's a weekly time frame. This is our all-time high. Stay up on another weekly zone here. Another weekly zone. It's a weekly trend line. In black from the clarity. Steady kiss. So I have a weekly trend line like this. And it's a bearish trend line. So we've identified our zones and our trend line on the weekly time frame. So let's do the same on the daily time frame. So that's where our zones. I have a daily zone where I have a daily zone here. We have one of the owners here. So since we've identified our daily zones, our zones on the time frame. And as for trend lines, there's really any more trend lines to identify on this time frame. So next one to this look at our markets for trend origin on our markets. So this is our trend origin because prices. This is our trend origin because price was clearly an uptrend before it reached this point. After reaching this point, price switch one point uptrend to a downtrend. And our market structure. We'll see correction will positive. Correction out positive. Followed by correction. So we should be expecting positive. I mean, mark out my swing cards and my swing loads. Okay, so we're going to identify this price, this price, this price. Let's also identify this price because it makes contact with our trend line. First, for the sake of seeing if there's any common patterns. So I'm going to go down to the 4-hour time frame and see if there are any common patterns that appear within these 3 blue boxes. And if there are any, and if there is any common pattern that appears, we'll look for it within our current price action. Because based on our current price action, not only has price already formed a range, for example, at this point here, this yellow box, price has formed a range. This range is our correctional move for the second. And then similar to that, price have also formed another range here, which should also act as our correctional move, meaning that you should be expecting price to make a new impulse. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame and see if we can spot any pattern that we can call the final trigger before price switch from correctional pattern possible before price broke out to the range. We have an M pattern here. Choose the right chart. Have an M pattern here. Similarly, we have another M pattern here, but it's actually a much smaller M pattern. But it also contains a bearish level of candlestick. Let's go to the third box. The third box don't have an M pattern. We have a triple top, which is not very far off from an M pattern. So price went down this once, twice. Can call it triple top. Can call it head and shoulders. So at our quiet price action, we're expecting either a triple top or an M pattern. At this point, I'm waiting for either an M pattern to appear containing a bullish and engulfing candlestick pattern, or for a triple top to appear. And once we see either of those, we'll be able to jump in on a sell trade here. And our TP there is move down. It should actually even be further. So yes. interesting for total analysis.